It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, it's the 49ers, leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the 49ers and the Vikings. Coming up next.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. They run again with Peterson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. So they'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on third down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Aldon Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Jordan Berry out to punt on fourth down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by a 4-time Super Bowl champion elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame back in the year 2000. This is Joe Montana.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 4. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. That second down play nets a -4. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Montana. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Montana. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Montana to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 12 carries, 87 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw is Montana. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Vikings offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And they love to find different ways to get in the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. They send Carter in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. You look at this Niner defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Shedding the tackle. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
They will look to throw. Montana. And he fires one incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Second and 4. This will be caught by Randy Moss. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. Pass incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by T.O. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun. Here's Montana. And he'll get this one complete to T.O. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They start the drive with Peterson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Back to throw now on first down. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Second and 3. And Rudolph has it left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. He'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now back to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now Montana. Over the middle, complete. That's Taylor. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Montana to throw. And that is caught. It's T.O. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start in Foxborough with an AFC East matchup as it's Miami visiting New England, and it's the Patriots with the lead in that one. The Pats still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. The Ravens seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Jarvis Landry, a touchdown reception. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guy.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Montana. Got a man, it's Jerry Rice. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. They will look to throw. Montana. Jerry Rice, open right side. And the Niners are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Montana. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Terrell Owens, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Montana. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Vikings offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. They'll set up to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. This will be caught by Randy Moss. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Foreman will try to pick it up. Avoids him at the 40. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Foreman powering ahead. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9. Again, Peterson. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Up the middle, it's Peterson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Now 2nd and 9. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more 1st down to help salt this one away. This is McCaffrey on the give. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 7 yards there and a first down. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with